Astrology is said to have been studied as far back as 48,000 years. The pyramids of Giza were built with astrological reference and is the meeting place between two worlds, the worlds of magic and the mundane. In the constellation of the Bull are to be found the Seven Sisters, or the Sacred Pleiades. Taurus is the second sign of the tropical zodiac, and it's ruled by Venus. To the Sumerians, Venus was she who shows the way to the stars, and was the goddess of the morning and the evening. And since she was seen at dawn and at dusk, she was the moon's daughter and the sun's sister, which ties her to the deities of both light and dark. Now, as the second house, Taurus asks, what do I need in order to live? With the Taurian energy, we are better able to identify what we need. The base level of which are shelter, food, health, and the means to provide these things to ourselves. Along with Venus, there are 3 minor ruling planets for Taurus. These planets are called its deacons. Mercury, the first deacon, looks like a combination of the Taurian symbol and the Venusian symbol. The second deacon, the moon, is the passive yet fertile principle. It is a subconscious and is indicative of the dream state. The third deacon is Saturn, and it symbolizes concentration, contraction, and fixation. As such, it perfectly fits as the co-ruler of the fixed sign of Taurus. Now, many old cultures have a take on bull symbolism. Among the most popular myths of the bull is the story of Europa and her abduction by Zeus. This myth is marked by Europa's naivete and curiosity, and Zeus's undeniable desire. Theseus and the Minotaur also come to mind as another Taurian myth. Both the labyrinth, where the Minotaur was stable, and the bull symbolism of the Minotaur are both solar in nature and bear witness to the path of the initiate, as it takes one to the center of oneself, to some hidden inner shrine. The center. Okay. Vulcan is the blacksmith of the gods and artisan for many of their divine devices. He is the spouse of Venus, and the combination of the two produce a love for the finer things, a very Taurian trait.
Taurus. Taurian trait.
So why is it an important distinction? The second house. The second house represents the transition from the liquid state of existence, as in the womb, to the air-dependent existence after birth. It signifies the individual's first contact with matter or the physical world. The second house is all about how we interact with our material world. As with all things, a fortunate conclusion is dependent on a proper commencement. So, it is important for the newborn to have a balanced introduction to the material world in order for a better chance at a balanced conclusion. You see, the second house is about what you value. It's important to balance the path one takes because though one may be in pursuit of spiritual attainment, it must be remembered that this spiritual journey is taking place in a material vessel, which requires certain comforts in order to thrive. If the ruler of the second house is in Taurus, it stresses the importance of material possession and needs to be surrounded by beautiful and expensive things. The sun in Taurus demands one to ground themselves and manifest beauty through voice and material resources. Ruled by Venus, it controls what attracts you, what you value, how you value yourself. The second house requires you to build a clear message of your relationship with your resources. Represents a prosperous future. Second house. Second house. Peace.